Hello and welcome to the Constance Show. We're going to start in just a minute now. Hello, welcome to the Constance Show. My name is Henry and I will be your game master today. We're glad to have you join us. We're going to play two games today, Trivia and What's My Line? But before we get started, let's meet our contestants. Hello, Martha Lee. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you. Hi, George Murphy. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks, Henry.
Great. Hello, Jennifer.
Hi.
Before we get going, I'd just like to talk to you just a little bit. Jennifer, why don't I ask you first? Why are you excited to be here?
Because I love to compete. This is awesome.
Great. Is there anybody in the audience that you would like to say hello to?
Hi, Martha Lee. Hi, George.
Great.
Hi.
Thank you. Martha Lee, what about you? Why are you excited to be here today?
I like trivia. I like game shows.
Great. You were going to get it here today. Is there anybody that you would like to say hello to in the audience? Maybe send a wave out?
I don't know anyone else in the audience except for Jennifer.
Well, Jennifer counts. That's great. George, why are you excited to be here?
You're talking to me?
Yes. I'm talking to you, George.
Well, I'm excited to be here because I finally was able to get it online.
Okay, good. Well, that's the first step.
He worked hard.
Took half the day.
Good. All right, we're going to start with the first game. It's a trivia game. And I'll tell you a little bit about how it's going to work. We're going to have 5 multiple choice questions. Okay, so the way that it works is there will be a question and then 5 potential answers, might be less than 5. You're going to choose one and then you're going to show us which one that you think it is by holding your hand up to the audience. So for example, if you think it's answer 1, you're going to go like this. If you think it's answer 4, you're going to go like this. Does everybody get that?
Yes.
Great.
Yep, sounds good.
So let's go ahead and get started then. Question number 1. The question is, Harper Lee wrote which famous book published in 1960? Was it 1, A Wrinkle in Time, 2, To Kill a Mockingbird, 3, Lord of the Flies, or 4, The Catcher in the Rye? And probably what I should have said, don't hold your answer up until I read the question because you don't want to give away the answer to the other contestants. So please show me your answers now. I'm going to start with Jennifer. Jennifer, responded 3, Lord of the Flies. George responded 2, To Kill a Mockingbird. And Martha Lee responded 2, To Kill a Mockingbird. Well, we have 2 winners. The correct answer is, in fact, To Kill a Mockingbird.
When do
Sorry,
we get our
For
checks?
that.
When do we get our checks?
Not to the end of the show. Not to the end of the show. Okay. The next question, question 2. If it's summer in the United States, what season is it in Australia in the southern hemisphere? Summer in the United States, what season is it in Australia? Is it 1, spring, 2, summer, 3, fall, or 4, winter? If you have your answers, go ahead and hold them up right now. Show me your answer. George, you answered 4. Martha Lee, I think I see 3. And Jennifer, 4. The correct answer is 4. Australia is in the southern hemisphere, and we're in the northern hemisphere, so it's the opposite season. It's like 6 months difference in terms of season. So the correct answer is winter. We have 2 winners. We are keeping score, by the way. So we're going to show you the score in a little bit. So we already have several people who are on the board. That's great. Question 3. In which year did the Titanic sink?
Oh boy.
Which year did the Titanic sink? Was it 1, 1912, 2, 1918? Don't hold your answer up yet.
Oh, sorry.
Once everybody's had a chance to decide. 3, 1929, or 4, 1902. So again, 1, 1912, 2, 1918, 3, 1929, or 4, 1902. Go ahead and hold up your answers now. So Martha Lee, I think, is that 3, 1929? And Jennifer, 2, 1918? And George, I can't see yours. Could you hold it up again, please? 1, 1912. So actually, one of you has the correct answer. It is actually 1.
Oh man.
So George got that one.
George. Yeah.
Great.
I thought it was either 1 or 2.
Question 4. And I think probably we're going to play just one more of this before we go to the next game. So we'll play just this question 4, our last trivia question. What is the name of Elvis Presley's infamous estate located in Memphis, Tennessee? What's the name of his estate in Memphis, Tennessee? Was it 1, Glesner House, 2, Grouseland, 3, Glensheen, or 4, Graceland? So if you think you have your answer, go ahead and hold up your hand right now. So George says 4. Martha Lee says, is that 3, Martha Lee?
No, 4.
4, okay. And Jennifer had a 4. So you all have the correct answer. In fact, it's Graceland. The correct answer is number 4, Graceland. So you all got that one correct.
3 smart people.
What did you
Can we check the scores now? Can I ask my producer to maybe show us some scores? But before we do that, well, let me see what the scores are. Let me see. So we have George in the lead with 4 points,
No.
followed by Martha Lee and Jen tied for 2. Tied with 2 points.
We're holding on, Martha Lee. We're
You're
holding on.
but
We're still alive.
yeah. So let me. I want to play. I want to play a little bit of a game here. It's kind of going off script a little bit. So I would like for Jennifer and George to think of your shoe size. Just think about your shoe size for a minute.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask Martha Lee, who do you think has a bigger foot? Is it George? George? George, what's your shoe size?
Fine.
Yes,
9.
9. Jennifer, what's your shoe size?
8.5.
Oh, and probably women's and men's is different anyway. So George has a bigger foot, and Martha Lee guessed that. We're going to give Martha Lee a point for that. She guessed,
Good.
Wow, wow.
so we're going to give her a point for that. All right, we're going to keep moving on here. We're going to go to our second game. This one is called What's My Line? Okay? And so the way that this one works is we're trying to guess the profession of somebody who I'm going to describe. And I'm going to describe one thing about them, and I'm going to give one person, just one person. So if it's not your turn, you have to wait. I'm going to give one person a chance to guess. If that person does not guess, I'm going to go to the second person, and I'm going to describe something else about that same profession or that same person. And that second person is going to get a chance to guess. If they don't get it right, I'm going to go to the third person, and so on. So we're going to go around, and your job, when it's your turn, so don't shout out the answer when it's not your turn, but your job when it's your turn is to guess who the person is. So I'm going to start with Jennifer. So Jennifer gets to go first. So that was an example. We don't need an example. I lead a group of people. Jennifer, do you have a guess? I lead a group of people.
President.
President. No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. The second clue, George, the second clue is I was an apprentice for many years. So you know, I lead a group of people, and now I was an apprentice for many years. Do you have a guess?
No.
Okay, you can pass if you would like. You want to pass?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Clue number 3. This one's for Martha Lee. My job requires creativity and attention to detail. So clue number 3, my job requires creativity and attention to detail. So we know the first couple of clues. I lead a group of people. I was an apprentice for many years, and my job requires creativity and attention to detail. Do you have a guess?
Game show host.
That's a really good one. That's actually a really good one, but in this case, it's not correct. Clue number 4, this one goes back to Jennifer. My job is very common, and I can be found any place where people live.
A mayor.
The mayor, that's a good guess. It's not the one we were looking for. We'll go on to the 5th clue for George. I'm familiar with many of the local farms and ingredients. Farms and ingredients, and I think we'll presume that it's ingredients for food. George, do you have a guess?
This ties in with all the other 4?
Yes. They're all about the same person.
Oh, okay. Grocer?
Oh, that's a really good one, but no, that is incorrect. Clue number 6. I can season food to perfection. I can season food to perfection. Martha Lee, this one's for you.
A chef.
Chef, you are correct. Martha
Oh.
Lee, that's the correct answer. Last question there was I wear a big hat. So I work in the kitchen. So very good, Martha Lee. You get points for that one. I think we should give her at least 3 points because it took so long to get to that answer. We're gonna do another one here. So we're gonna go on to the next. What's my line? So question number 2, or game number 2, I guess. We'll start with George. Clue 1. I went to school for many years. George, who could it be?
A doctor?
Doctor? Technically not the answer we were looking for, so I'm sorry. Martha Lee, the second clue. I use a variety of tools in my work. A variety of tools.
A surgeon.
Surgeon. Good guess. You guys are on the right track, but that is incorrect. Jennifer, clue number 3. I see patients all day long.
Eye doctor?
Eye doctor. Wow, you guys are in the right, general category, but that is incorrect. I'm sorry. George, you have a chance to take it. This is the 4th question. I make people smile. I make people smile. You have a guess?
Comedian.
Well, you know what? It should build on the earlier statement. So all these things should be true about this profession. I went to school for many years. I use a variety of tools in my work. I see patients all day long. I make people smile. Do you have a guess for us? George, I'm going to give you one more guess there if you want.
No.
It's all of them. You have to use clues 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's all about the same person.
Okay, we'll move on then to Martha Lee. One more clue here. I remind you to floss regularly. I remind you to floss regularly. Martha Lee, do you have a guess for us?
Dentist.
Dentist, yes.
Yes, good job.
Martha Lee knows a lot more about other people's work than any of the rest of you. So, anyway, so I think we have time for one more. So let's do one more here. We're going to start with Martha Lee this time. Okay, so the first clue is for Martha Lee. The first clue is I work with customers every day. I work with customers every day. Martha Lee, do you have a guess?
A sales clerk.
Sales clerk. That is
Yes.
incorrect, but that's a good guess. Clue number 2, Jennifer. My job can be found in any town.
Comcast worker.
Comcast worker. Okay, that's another good guess, but it's not the one we were looking for. Clue number 3. I generally don't work on Sundays, and I work limited hours during the week. I generally don't work on Sundays, and I work limited hours during the week. Any guess, George?
A part-time teacher.
Part-time teacher. Good guess, but incorrect in this case. Clue number 4. I am generally considered to be the face of my company. So Martha Lee, do you have a guess for that one? This is your chance to be on a streak. If you get this, Martha Lee, you're going to be 3 for 3, and you're leaving everybody else in the dust. So the pressure's on.
Person on TV, the advertiser. The
advertiser? Like
yeah.
the spokesperson, like the spokesperson on TV? That is incorrect. Jennifer gets another shot at it. I handle cash and checks and complete transactions. So clue number 5, Jennifer, does that help you with all the other clues?
A bank teller.
Yes! All right. I work at a bank. Yes. Okay. Very good. That was correct. That's good job, Jennifer. You get a point for that.
Thank you.
Okay, shall we look at our scores?
Sure.
Let's see where we are. So Martha Lee with 9 points leaves everybody else way behind. Martha Lee has as many points as the other two combined. So congratulations, Martha Lee. You have won the very first Constance game show. So that concludes our program for today. So thank you for our contestants, for participating. And thank you to the audience. I think there's at least 2 people out there, and they might both be my children. We're doing this, as you know. We're doing the test to learn, and I think they might get a different host the next time. But we're going to put up, for those of you who are watching, we're going to put up a link so that people can take a very quick survey to give us information about what you liked or didn't like. So thank you all again. We will do this again next week. Thanks, Martha. Thanks, George. Thanks, Jennifer. See you later.
See you.
Have a nice weekend, Jennifer.
Yep, you too. See you.